calling from Sardinia. It's our first day here, and we're staying in a little village called Riola Sardo. It's about 11 kilometers away from Oristano.
So the plan today is to spend the whole day in Oristano, but I'll tell you why in a little bit. First, let's get there.
Let's go. So we've just arrived in Oristano, and we're going to head to the tourist office because we want to hear more about Sartiglia, which is why we're here. We're here to see the Sartiglia Carnival, which is one of the biggest in Italy and also in Sardinia.
And oldest.
And also its oldest.
Not the oldest, one of the oldest.
Not the oldest, one of the oldest.
Very good.
The Sartiglia is thought to date back to more than 500 years. The festival is held every year on Carnival Ash Sunday and Shrove Tuesday. And what started as a form of equestrian military training later turned into a show to entertain the public. The day starts with a man on horseback galloping through the streets of the town, announcing the start of the events.
The event about horses is starting exactly here.
Okay, thank you very much. So we just came out of the tourist office and we're told that the two main events of today are not happening, so we're actually really sad. But there is something happening at 3 o'clock where knights will parade through the streets on horses. At the moment it's only around 12 o'clock and we are just outside a building where the dressing of one of the knights is taking place. He's called the Componidori.
Su Componidori is the main character of the event and means the champion in Sardinian. In a dressing ceremony, he wears the costume, which transforms him from a human to a demigod. This whole ceremony takes place with him seated on top of a table because from that moment onwards he is not allowed to touch the floor or he will lose his powers.
Unfortunately, you need to be invited to see this event, so you need tickets. So we're just standing outside of the gates and hope to catch a glimpse.
Throughout the day, Su Componidori blesses those around him with a bouquet of flowers in his hand, symbolizing the approach of spring. After this parade, it's usually time for the most spectacular event of the day, the Star Joust, a race where Succomponitori and his knights race down the streets at crazy speeds on horses, trying to catch a star suspended in the air.
So it looks like the Star Joust and the Crossing of the Swords have both been cancelled due to COVID. So that's a bummer, but we're still trying to look for the last stage of the celebration, which is the undressing of the knight. So we're walking around frantically, trying to find it, and everyone's walking in all different directions, so it's a bit difficult.
We have 9 minutes to find it and we have no idea where we're going. So we're just following one of the crowds and let's see where we end up. I hope we find it. After wandering through a few completely deserted streets, I think we may have found it.
Let's go check it out.
It turns out it's in the same spot where everything started, in Via Oristano. It looks like we got our hopes up too soon, because we thought it was open to the public, but it's fenced off again, so we can't actually see it. So the carnival is over, but we have a few hours of sunlight left. It's only around 4 o'clock. So I think we're just going to hang out by the coast and then call it a day.
All right.
What do you think?
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Like a plan?
Yes. All right.
Even with the restrictions in place, the whole atmosphere surrounding the Sartiglia was pretty spectacular. We think that this festival alone is worth a visit to Sardinia in winter.
Look how beautiful, so much confetti. There's also confetti poop.
Confetti poop.
It's marvelous.